That was a very insightful interview with the very prolific Funsho Adeolu. And if you're watching this out of sequence, that is to say you're watching this maybe on Instagram and you didn't see the interview that came before this, then you're missing out. Please go to YouTube, the King of Talk channel, Teju Babyface King of Talk, and see that amazing interview with one of the most prolific actors on the African continent. And so we established this much. If you were to go to YouTube right now and type in the words Larry King in the search box, the great Larry King, the King of Talk, does not show up. I know, it's amazing. It's some young guy that has almost 1 million followers that shows up. If you told me that just 10 years ago, I'd have told you were crazy. As Funsho and I established during our interview, or as I told him, if anybody had said to you during France 98 World Cup, the France 98 World Cup, that a day will come within 10 years where if you spoke about Ronaldo, nobody would think about this guy, that they would think about this guy, you would have told them that they were bonkers. If you told me that a day would come when I'd have to explain to my young nephew, a guy who is in his 20s, who Segun Odegbami is, I'd have looked at you like you were crazy. What mathematical Odegbami? Definitely not in our lifetime. It's not possible. But this is the reality of life. The point is that all of us will be forgotten. All of us. I who is speaking to you will be forgotten. You who are watching will be forgotten. Your work, your legacy, everything. It's only a matter of time. The only difference is the length of time that it will take to forget each of us. Some of us are going to be forgotten while we're still alive. Yes. Some others are going to be forgotten shortly after they die. Some are going to be forgotten in 10 years, some in 50, some after a century. But eventually, everybody is going to be forgotten. At any rate, even if you are remembered, what difference does it make? So we remember Julius Caesar today. What difference does that make to Caesar wherever he is? And so the point here is not the point that most people make to you, or rather that most motivational speakers or some religious speakers make to you when they tell you, don't chase the ephemeral things of life, think of eternity or think of your legacy. I call bullshit. The most important thing in life is your happiness. You have been told not to be selfish, but I'm telling you that the most important thing in life is your happiness. The only thing is that the way I describe happiness is probably different from the way you think about it. You see, happiness is bound in the pursuit and the expression of your purpose. Now wait a minute. Don't just tune off. Yeah, I know too many people have given purpose, the term purpose and the concept of purpose, a bad name. Find your purpose. That's not what this is, okay? This is different. You are not meant to be something, which is what they tell you when they're talking about purpose. You're supposed to be a pastor. You're supposed to be a lawyer. You're supposed to be an engineer. You're supposed to be an actor. You were born to be a musician. You were born to be this or that. That's rubbish. That is teleology, and teleology never helped anybody. You were never meant to be any specific thing. Let me say that again. Nobody was born to be one specific thing. You weren't born to be an actor. It's not your calling to be a musician. You weren't born to be a pastor. There's nothing like that. You are not meant to be any particular thing. You are not created to be any particular thing. No. What you're created for, the true expression of purpose, is that you have a gift that you're supposed to give to the world. That's it. You have a gift, and it's in giving that gift to the world, however you choose to, that's where your purpose comes in. You can choose to give your gift of speaking and expression by being an actor, by being a teacher, by being a lawyer, by being a pastor. What is going to determine what you are per time is a mix of circumstances, accidents, and some other things. So when I say purpose, it's not that you're meant to be something. No, purpose is that you're meant to give your unique gift to the world, and it is in the expression of that gift, or is in the process of giving that gift to the world, that is where happiness resides. So my encouragement to you herein or right now is that don't spend your life in the pursuit of the 4 basic desires or the 4 basic vices of humanity, and they are pleasure, power, fame, and money. Think about it for a minute. Think of all the people you know who had money and who could buy all the pleasures and who were popular and famous and who had power, who committed suicide. Why do people who have all of these things jump off buildings, overdose on drugs, slit their wrists, and so on and so forth? It is because the pursuit of all of these things outside of giving your gift is just pointless. Not only is it pointless, they will make you very, very unhappy. So the conclusion of all of this is that everybody will be forgotten. King Solomon said in the Bible that there is nothing new under the sun. You know this. There is nothing new. There is nothing that you're seeing that hasn't been done. Yet we have no recollections of those who have come before us. He said that the rivers flow into the sea is never full, and then the sea flows back into the river, and the cycle continues. One day dawns, another day goes to its conclusion, and this is life. Nothing is new. They're going to forget all of us. The point is focus on the giving of your gift. Don't chase money and fame and power and pleasure outside of the expression of giving your gift to the world. Therein lies happiness. All right. Thank you for watching this one. We'll see you on the next one.